Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode on our Zielonka short series. Thank you very much for joining us. This is episode number 6. And before we get stuck in, we just need to have a bit of a recap, a bit of a catch up. So let's get in and about it straight away. Okay then guys, as you can probably remember, we harvested these two fields here from our canola, and we took care of some work on our soybean field as well. We basically got rid of all the weeds with the herbicide. Not as a long episode, not a big episode that we're used to, but trying to keep it simple and hoping that episodes such as today's will be a little bit longer because there's always lots to do. One thing I will mention while we're up here is you can see there are patches on the fields that we've just done, and I do believe that this would probably benefit from having a plough, maybe a plough run through it, or a power harrow or something like that. But we can look at that. You can see little beats that I've missed here as well, like rows, but I'm not too fussed about that. But you know, it's quite a decent size where it's not grown, where the crop's not grown, so probably look at doing something with that when we do look at sort of cultivating. I'm not sure if we're going to be cultivating in this episode, but obviously it is something that we need to consider. Okay then guys, jumping back down to ground level now. Just want to quickly talk about what we've got going on and the money we've got coming in. So yeah, we did manage to get around 22 litres or 22,000 litres of canola. We don't sell the canola until November, so I think we're looking at around about £1,200 per 1,000 litres, which equates to around about £28,000 for the crop that we've got. So that is a pretty good one. Wheat, we've got about 18,000 litres in the silo, but what I'd like to do is sell 10,000 of that. The reason being is, guys, I just don't think we're going to use all that much. I know we do have the chickens, but I think 8,000 litres left is plenty. And obviously the aim of the game is to make as much money as we possibly can. So yeah, around about 7,000, just over £7,000 for our wheat. They can sell that in December. So November and December is when we'll be selling. Wool, next up, I think we've got at the moment just over a pallet. At the moment, wool isn't sold until April, so you'll be looking at next year. So I don't know what we're going to be looking at for the wool. I do know the price is about £1,300 per 1,000 litres in April, but at the moment I can't really give us an idea of how much we're going to make because I don't know what we're going to do. I wouldn't imagine we're going to do much because we're getting close to the winter months now, but we may be able to squeeze a pallet or two out, I don't know. But we will come back to that. Eggs, on the other hand, now we have actually got over a pallet of eggs now, so we've got one whole pallet and we've got one sort of punnet, I think if you can call it, one row of punnets of eggs or something like that. Eggs are also sold in November, and they are just over 2,500 per 1,000 litres. And as you can see there, we have a full pallet and a little part as well, so we'll probably sell those. So yeah, you're probably looking around, I'd say just under 3,000 by the time we come to sell the eggs, which is great. Soybeans, which is this field here, the soybean harvest is in October, so that is something we can get on with. However, we're not going to be able to sell those crops until I think it's the following year. I think it's April, again, same as the wool. So I can't work out is it starting to rain? I think it's starting to rain. I can't really work out what that means for the soybeans and how much we're going to make. I mean, I can say the soybeans, the harvest is October, November, so we could potentially work that in to get a bit of shelter, work that into, you know, the selling of different things and our jobs. So what does that mean in terms of our sort of profits and everything else? So with everything we can sell this year, the canola, the wheat, the eggs, we're looking at around about a £37,000 profit, which I think is pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that. Loan wise, that's my main concern. That's what we're trying to work on short term at the moment. Our loan is actually sitting at £116,810. So I'm pretty confident we could get that gone as well. So, funnily enough, we have 116,879 in the bank at the moment. We could actually pay a big chunk of that off, if not all of it off, and leave us with nothing. But I don't really feel that's the best idea. So, guys, back to today's episode. What are we going to be doing? I think we're going to be finishing off the year. We're in August at the moment, so we're going to skip probably until January, or finish the episode in January, I should say. We have got different things to sell, different things to do. I want to get that canola done and dusted today. So what I think the first thing to do is if we skip to November, and then we can look at selling and look at sorting out some harvest for our soybeans. Before we do skip though, guys, however, we do need to have a little look and see what the animals are like, and what they need, what they don't need, sort of thing. Well, not what they don't need, but what they do need, and also the greenhouse as well, because if we're skipping a lot of months, we just need to make sure that everything's okay and everything's going to work. So firstly, let's have a look at the animals. So the sheep, first of all. The sheep could do with some water, so that's probably something that we can get done first. The chickens, again, I think we could probably get that done as well. In terms of the greenhouse, I don't think the greenhouse needs a lot. In fact, the greenhouse will probably take whatever is left over from the sheep. So what we'll do is, guys, we'll just quickly jump into our Zetor. We'll get the bucket attachment on as well. And we'll get things sorted. There may be some water actually in the water trailer from last time, so I'm not entirely sure, but we'll soon find out. Now, has that filled the chickens? It has indeed. So I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the water situation is. I can't remember if the water trailer was actually filled last time. Ooh. I think we're in line, which is good. Now we're empty. Let's go and get that filled. Now I think what we'll try and do today, like I say, is we'll get everything done, get everything sold, get some money in, but we do need to think about what we're going to do with these other fields as well, because obviously time is money, and we want to ensure that we're getting the best for our land and everything else. So okay, those bales of grass are still there, so we don't need to worry about food for the sheep at the moment. Is it going to let me put in some water? I don't think it's going to need much, to be fair. Yet there we go. Just use like what, 18%, and the rest will go into the greenhouse. There we have it then, guys. So if we have a little bit of a quick recap all of the animals and the greenhouse now should be full. So yeah, there you go, 99%. And then the animals, we've got the chickens, which are full, and the sheep, which are full as well, with water and grass. So yeah, we can completely forget about that, which is great. Okay, guys, I'm now going to skip forward to probably November. If there is anything that I feel I need to let you know on, guys, I will bring you back earlier. But here we go, guys. Let's skip. Okay, then, everybody. So I'd like to welcome you back to the farm on a very cold autumn day, as you can see by the trees and everything else. It's a lot colder and cooler than it was before. So yes, we are now in November, which is great, and I believe our soybean field is ready to be harvested. I can say with some confidence that is ready, and our yield bonus is pretty high, so that is brilliant. What we're going to do is, guys, is we're going to actually get a worker to get on this one for us. Why, you ask? Well, we've got a couple of things that we need to be doing. We need to be selling and going for. So we do need to check the state of the eggs and the sheep. But before we do that, we'll just get our worker off and running. Get him working so we can crack on with every other little thing that we need to get done. Okay, so chicken wise, so we've got this other little I don't know, row of punnets or row of eggs or whatever. We've got that there, and let's just have a quick look and see what's going on with our. Okay, so we're doing quite well with our wool, so I'm hoping the wool gets sold in, I think, April. So is this classed as 1,000? Yeah, that's classed as 1,000 litres, I think. So there's like 1,300 quid there, 1,300. So you know, yeah, 26, what, 39 altogether. So it's like £4,000 there, which is great. Yeah, but we can't sell that until the new year. But if we just have a little look and just double check on the status of everything. So yeah, the sheep are going to need to be looked after. They need some water. They're going to need some grass, I think, which we can do that. But I'll probably do that off camera. And the chickens, let's have a look. They're all right for the grains, I suppose. So, but yes, what we'll do is, guys, we will reconvene at the bottom, and we'll go and put a little bit of a plan together on what we're going to do in terms of selling stuff. Right now, the guys are going to jump into the Zeta, and our plan for today is we're going to sell some stuff. So while we've got our worker working on the soybean field, we will crack on with selling what we have and what we have available. So today the canola is going to go and the eggs are going to go. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to get rid of the eggs at the farmers market. It's only over the road, so we'll get that done first. Pick that pallet up, chuck it on top of the others. I think we could do with a flatbed trailer at the moment, but we can manage with what we have, I think. Okay, so farmers market, I don't think it's too far away. I have sort of I've tagged it so we can see where it is. Can we get down this way? No, we're over there. We'll go this little shortcut. So let me know you got your guys' guess. Put it in the comments below. What do we think we're going to get for our eggs? I'm thinking if I get around 3,000, I'll be happy. If I make it there without crashing, that'd be even better. Here we go, guys. Moment of truth. Is it in that one? Is it? So 792. Is it in this one? So what's that then? So yeah, just over, just what I'd say, just under, what, 3,300 for that. Maths has never been my strong point, and for those of you that have watched me for a while, you will know that. But yeah, 3,300 quid for the eggs. It's not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. So yes, guys, I'll see you back at the farm. Okay, again, guys, we are back at the farm, and our next task in hand is to see what we're going to get for our canola. Now, I did say around about the 28,000 mark, so I'm not sure how true that is, but we'll see. So let's just have a little look and see where we're going to go to sell our canola. So I did say at the best it was 1276, so I'm hoping we're around that. 126. Actually, if you look at there, we can. The farmers market is 1311. We know where the farmers market is because we've just been there. So yes, guys, I think I'm going to sell at the farmers market. So without further ado, guys, let's get selling. Right, let's chuck where are your canola in there. Okay, guys, let's go. Driving back to the farm, a very happy chappy, very happy with the money that we have just made. Let's cut through the store without crashing. So yes, guys, very happy with what we've just done. Very happy with the money that we've made. So 3 loads in total. Let's just park up here and go through what we've done. So 3 loads in total for the canola. So the first load was just under 10,500. I think it was £10,499 to be exact. The second load was a little bit more, so obviously the price had increased. So we were at 10,507, and then the last one we only had 6,000 litres, or just over 6,000 litres of canola, but we still managed to get a massive £8,000, £8,022. So all in all, in total, a smidgen over 29,000 and £28 was the figure that we got for the canola. So absolutely brilliant. In terms of the eggs, so we got £3,362 for the eggs. Again, for not even 2 pallets, a pallet, and I wouldn't even say a half a pallet. It was like, I don't know, would you say a third of a pallet, or I don't know, a fifth? So yeah, just over 1 pallet, and we managed to get £3,362, which means that we have made the grand old profit of 32,390 quid. So you can see there at the top corner, we've actually just under 150 grand, and my original sort of ballpark figure was £37,000 profit, and we haven't actually sold the wheat yet. So we'll sell the wheat. I think the wheat is sold in December. So what we'll do is we'll wait for the soybean harvest to finish, and then I'll join you in December. We can go and sell the wheat together and see where we're at. Okay then, guys, I welcome you back to a very cold and snowy December. Just to recap, we have now completed the harvest of the soybean field, and just to have a little look, we've got 16 and a half, just over 16,500 litres of soybeans in our silo. Not as much as what I'd want, but it's a good start nevertheless. Okay then, guys, one last task to do today. We'll have a little quick look actually at the used vehicle section. Not really anything there that we can use, but yeah, we're gonna have a look and see if we can sell some of our where are we? Sell some of our wheat. That was the last task of the day. Okay, so best place to go is probably farmers market again. Again, it's good towards, it's nearby, before the roads get covered in snow. Fairly straightforward. We know where we're going. Let's get our wheat sold. If you remember, guys, our target was 37,000. Our target for these 3 things, the canola, the eggs and the wheat, was 37,000. So we'll see where we get to. A bit of a boring one today, guys. I do apologise. Trying to make it as interesting as I can. Don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over, but I think selling things, making the money, is somewhat enjoyable. This is how we're going to progress. So I want you guys to be involved with everything, every step of the way. Well, here we go. Let's get this sold. And see what we make. Okay, so 5751. That puts us at a grand total of £38,141. So just over £1,000 more than what I was forecasting. So I'm happy with that. Let's get back to the farm, guys, and let's finish up for today. Right then, guys, we're all done. So yeah, 20. What was I say about £28,141 we've made in this episode, which I'm absolutely over the moon with. I'm really, really happy with that. Obviously, we've got more to get and to cash in, if you like, next year. We'll call it now, because obviously we're in December. So we have actually got 4 pallets of wool, and the wool is sold in April, so I'm hoping we'll probably have, by the time we sell in April, we could have 6 or 7 pallets of wool, which is going to be upwards of £10,000, which is great. And then we've got our soybeans, which I think are sold in, do you know what, I can't actually remember when we actually sell the soybeans. Let's have a look quickly. June. So we sell the soybeans in June, but just to have a quick guesstimate of what we could make on those soybeans, I would imagine about 35,000, between 30 and 35,000, plus your 10 for you. So yeah, by June we could be looking at a substantial amount of money, which is absolutely brilliant. So in terms of an update, just very quickly, very briefly, greenhouse is good, the sheep are good, the chickens do need a little bit more wheat, but we can do that shortly. The loan is actually the same as it was before, so I have actually made a bit of a boo-boo with the loan, and I will explain what I've done. So as you can see there, it says balance. That is our balance. For some stupid reason, I thought it was the loan balance, which it's not. So the loan doesn't actually come off automatically. We have to pay it off. So we're still sitting at £250,000. We pay the interest every day, but obviously that is offset by the greenhouse. So that is my mistake. But as I did mention so many times before, I'm still learning. And that is another thing that I've learned, which is, I thought I'd know that by now, but here we go. Yes, so we do need to pay that loan off. What I want to do is I want to pay that loan off in full. I want to get that loan gone in complete full. So that is one of my tasks. And once we've got that loan gone, we can then look at sort of growing the farm and making profit, and everything that we earn then goes into the kitty and gets us on our road to our £1 million target, which is where we want to be. I do understand and appreciate a lot of you might think we're behind target, but I think not so much. I think we're doing all right. I think we will get there slowly, but I think we will get there. I think the more money we make, the more chance we get to expand the farm. But talking of expanding the farm, just gets me on to the next point. So what I'm planning on doing is all fields as of the next harvest, which if I just go on to construction, what I'm going to do is we're going to plant all soybeans in the next harvest. I'm not entirely sure yet, but we are going to need to plough up these fields, because obviously we've got these patches here, and I think we've got another little patch on here as well. I'm not too sure what's actually happened, but we'll get a plough and plough it all up. If we need to roll it, we'll do that as well. So we'll get the yield, get it 100% if we can. So this field, that field, and the far field will be soybeans next harvest. Now, what I am actually considering doing is maybe using some of this land, extending this field out maybe a little bit around where the sheep is. We've got these tracks as well, which it's debatable whether we need them, and we can obviously put this field or turn this field into one big field, which is something I'm quite keen to do. So that is something we can consider, and it will be done next episode. Another greenhouse as well. So I'm actually thinking, do we put in another greenhouse? I'm not entirely sure whether we do that. I know that I think this is the smallest one. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Is it the smallest one? I can't remember whether this was the smallest greenhouse. Yeah, here we go. So we've got that double one. So I think we've got a medium-sized one. So we could go for a larger one. And there are these different options. We've got the mushroom greenhouses as well, so that's something that we can look at as well. We can afford them. I want to invest that money that we've got there into the farm while we've got it. So why not? In terms of land, I think at the moment we'll keep what we've got. Maybe potentially in the not too distant future, we can look at adding some more land to the farm. So that's it, guys. I'm very, very, very sort of interested to know what your thoughts and your theories are on the farm. I know, like I said, many of you may think that we're progressing quite slowly and not as fast as would have hoped, but I think we are making some sort of progress. We've got a lot of episodes and a lot of things going on, whereby each and every time we are increasing, albeit slowly, but we are getting there. I think the snow has now stopped, has it? No, it's not. Right, guys, I'm going to go back inside for a warm now. So yeah, as always, please like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever you can do. As I always mention, it means a hell of a lot to me. It means the world to me. I appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, this is my channel, but I want it to be your channel as well. So I want you guys to get involved. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings. What you like, what you don't like. Any good ideas. If we like them, we can do them. We'll do them. And you will get the credit for it as well. So, yes, guys, without further ado, thank you very, very much for watching. And I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-ra for now.